Lizzie and I are big believers that if something stops you going out on your ride, then it's for a good reason, and there's no use getting really upset about it. You just got to deal with it and maybe just not do that ride. So obviously I was heading out this morning over to Art Rider and then going on for a trip after that, but sorry about the noise of the bike. Firstly, I didn't have the oxidizer on my bike, so it wasn't charging the battery, and because of the alarm system on this bike, after about 3 days the battery goes flat. It's just the way it is. So when I got out to start up the bike, it was flat. That's the first annoying thing. So Lizzie had to go off to work without me. About 10 minutes after she went to work, the bike started. I rolled the bike out of the garage, looked at my tyre pressure gauge, front tyre was saying 20. Took a look, this is what I find. How bloody frustrating is that? So, tyre kit's out. I'm going to plug this, go to my local tyre guy, see if he can order me another one of these Trailblazers, which I've only just bought. I literally only bought them a few months ago, so they've probably haven't even got 1,000 miles on them. You just couldn't write it, could you? Now that the plug's in, we've got to inflate the tyre to full pressure before we actually cut the stem off. Well, we're going to go to Art Rider to see Lizzie first, and then we're going to head off to have a look at the oldest wooden church in the world, people, in the world. Would you like to see that? I would. So let's go and see what happens, shall we? Hello mate, alright? Huh? No, I've had a puncture, I just need to order up a tyre off you. Yeah. True. That's a nice bike. Whose is that? Nice little darling. Cheers, dude. See ya. I don't know why, but sometimes I try to talk like an American. No idea why. Just do it. I've only been there once. On the road again. Bionic Bikers on the road again. I wish I could sing, but I just can't. And I don't know what to do, but I'm on the road again. Certainly is a gorgeous place. We're very close now, guys.
Okay, so I think that might be it.
You have arrived.
Not sure. That's private down there. That's it. There she blows. Look at that. What an awesome little place. Look. Oh. Not the place you want to stall it, Neil. Not the place you want to stall it, Neil. Because I was just going uphill there. And I've done that before. And tipped the bike over. Seriously not good. So, here I am. And this is the oldest church, the oldest wooden church in the world. Shall we go and have a look? Hello. Is it okay to go in? Okay, great. Amazing. That's okay, thank you. We are in Chipping, and this is Church Lane, and it's home to
Welcome to St Andrew's Church in Greensted, which is in the town of Ongar in Essex. It's the oldest wooden church in the world, and it's the oldest stave-built timber building in Europe. St Andrew's Church represents some 1300 years of English history and of course Christian worship. The 51 timber planks that you see here today date from around 1060. Although some excavations undertaken in the chancel in 1960 reveal the existence of two earlier timber structures that date from around the 6th and 7th centuries, which was around the time that Saint Ced began his work of converting the Saxons to Christianity. The body of Saint Edmund, King of East Anglia and England's first patron saint, martyred in 1869 AD. Of course, the Normans replaced him later with our ever familiar Saint George. King Edmund rested in the church in 1013, which was on its way to bury St Edmunds in Suffolk. Greensted Church has possibly stood for nearly 1,200 years, though some dating estimates its construction at 845 AD. Another analysis has said it was around 1053. However, there is a lot of evidence that suggests that before this permanent structure,
there was, well, quite likely another church or some kind of holy place on this site. The nave is made of large split oak tree trunks, which was a traditional Saxon way of building. An interesting detail of the nave is the so-called leopard's squint, or hagioscope, on the northern side. This small aperture through the oak wall was formerly thought to have been a place where lepers, who, not allowed inside the church, with the general populace, were allowed to receive a blessing from the priest. Well, that's it for my little visit to the oldest church in the world, well, the oldest wooden church. This is the famous tea hut. There she blows. And as you can see, the bikers everywhere. Beautiful day. Oh,
comes round, you better run for cover, or he's gonna keep you up all night. He's gonna take you out and get you lit and call your brother. You're in a plate, out in a fight. He'll leave you knocked down, sitting crying for your mother. And when you're on the ground, he'll pick you up and say, have another boy. You better run for cover when Willie comes around. When Willie comes by, better.
well, I hope you enjoyed the tea hut. The tea hut of East London, Epping, that's served tea and bacon rolls to generations of bikers from London and the southeast over the years.
Take my tip, and next time you can thank me, buddy. Next time hide your money when Willie comes around. Oh, Willie, slow down, we can't keep up. And when you come round, leaving us beat up. And Willie, he's up.
So there it is, guys. We've had a good ride out today. We've been to see the old church. We've been over to the tea hut. and yeah, it was a really enjoyable ride out today. Have to say the ride home down the 127 wasn't so good on the way back, but there you go. Alright guys, please like, share, subscribe. If you've enjoyed the content, leave us a message. If you want to know about any other places locally that you'd like to see, send me a message. And especially if you can think of any like really old historic places that are really worth going to see, I'd love to go and explore them. Take care guys. Ride safe. Remember, there's never a wrong way. Not on a motorcycle. Take care. Bye.